Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of AV in the Films. Wow. I have to say, I am very impressed. Very, very impressed by this movie. Oh, man, how do I talk about this? Obviously, we're in a Lego universe here. It finally happened. I gotta tell you, I've been waiting for a movie like this for a long time. I actually tried to make a Lego movie on my own when I was much younger. When I had all the Lego sets, I had a lot of the Lego Knights. The castles and everything with the horses and all that. So I had those sets. I think I still have them actually somewhere. I don't know, but anyway, here's my opinion on the Lego Movie. I liked it. I really did. I really, really enjoyed it. But it's not so much of what shocks me about this movie. The major thing that shocks me about this movie is, surprisingly, its release date, because we don't get a lot of good movies like this time of year. Like, right now, all the bullshit is coming out. You know, stuff that people aren't even going to remember 2 months from now. People are not going to remember the movies that are coming out right now. You're not going to remember them. So, but we will sure as hell remember this. I mean, like, wow. There were a couple of times when I was asking myself, how did they do that? How did they make this? Because there are times when it looks like it's stop motion, and then there are certain shots in the movie where it looks like it was computer animated. So I'm guessing it's a bit of both. Yeah, I mean, like, I was like really, really surprised by that. But the thing that surprised me the most, even more than the release date, okay, even more than the story, was the last 15 minutes of the movie, which I will dare not ruin for you, okay? But during the last 15 minutes of that movie, that's when I finally said to myself, you know what? This is like, I don't know how to put this, but this is how I felt at the time when I was watching this. It's almost like this generation's Toy Story. Okay, that's how, during the last 15 minutes of the movie, I finally summed up the whole thing, and I said, you know what, this is like this generation's Toy Story, in some kind of way. It is. And it really showed that these guys did not want to make a Lego movie just for marketing, just to make money. No, they had something to say. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if this movie was nominated for Best Animated Feature for next year at the Oscars. It wouldn't surprise me. It was that good. Will Ferrell, I thought he was pretty good in this. Will Arnett as Batman. I mean, like he can finally go around telling everyone, yeah, I was Batman in a movie. It was a Lego movie, but he can still credit himself as playing Batman now. Man, I was really, and one of the things I was really interested about is if any of the characters are in water or fire, it's still made out of Legos. It's a bunch of little blue pieces being animated and it looks like water. Or if someone is in a spaceship or something with fire coming out of it, you don't see CGI fire. No, you see the little Lego piece fire being animated. I mean, it's a whole world full of Legos. It's unbelievable. So, you know, I mean, like, I'm a little bit all over the place. Liam Neeson. I forgot to mention Liam Neeson. He's pretty good in this as the good cop, bad cop. I really liked that. That was one of the things I really thought was clever. I really liked that. I thought Chris Pratt, I think, is the guy's name, who played Emmett, the main guy. He's pretty much your average guy. I mean, and they even say that in the movie. He's the average guy, and he's supposed to fulfill this prophecy that's supposed to get Mr. Business, I think the guy's name is. I think Will Ferrell, who's the villain of the movie. He's supposed to get him, and he's supposed to stop him from splitting all the Lego worlds into different worlds instead of keeping it as one world, which I thought was really clever. Because what they do here, this is what was interesting about it. The whole Lego universe, like you know how there's a bunch of different brands. There's like Harry Potter Lego, there's Knights Lego, there's Lego this, Lego that. Well, it's all these different worlds, and Mr. Business, I think was Will Ferrell's name. He's trying to separate all of them because he doesn't like that all these master builders. See, this movie's just it was really clever like this. He doesn't want all these master builders, which are basically Lego people that can come up with building stuff from their mind, not by looking at the instructions, which I thought was really clever. That's clever to do. And he wants to kidnap all of them and keep them from ruining what he originally intended, which is doing stuff by the instruction manual and creating worlds that can only be created by looking at how they're done, not by imagination. And Emmett is trying to prove to him, no, it can be done both. It can be done either way. You don't need an instruction manual to build something great. You can build something with your mind. And that was really clever, and it tied in really well with the ending, which I'm not going to ruin for you. Really, really cool movie. I hear they're going to do a sequel, obviously. It made almost, it made $30 million more than what it cost to make already over the first weekend, so obviously it's successful. And from all the hype it's getting, yeah, you know what? I wouldn't go see it again. I wasn't that crazy over it, but I was really impressed by it. I was. Seriously, how awesome would this movie have been if it had come out when I was 8 years old? How much more awesome would that have been? But even better, it came out when I was 20. So, yeah, my final verdict on this movie, I say go see it. It's good. It's a movie for kids and adults, and believe me, there were a lot of 30-year-olds in there too, and a lot of 20-year-olds who grew up with Legos like myself. So, if you guys haven't seen this movie, I strongly recommend you check it out. It's really good. The story, it took me a little while to get into the story. I'm like, okay, here's the Lego world, obviously, we're gonna go into this. But about halfway through is when I was getting into it. Like it took me a little while to get into it. Like I was like, oh, okay. But then I got directly hooked into what was going on. So yeah, I say go see it. It's definitely worth the money. So yeah, that's my opinion on the Lego Movie, and I'll see you guys later.